Hey everyone, welcome to this tapping video. In addition to the meditations, I wanted to put some more stuff out there about meridian tapping because, as many of you heard me speak, one of the beauties of EFT, the primary beauty of EFT to me, is that it communicates through touch the safety, the fact that you're safe. Because the nervous system responds to touch far more powerfully than it does actually to thoughts. And when we have traumatic stuff that we have experienced and traumatic stuff that we're going through in the moment, and make no mistake, this is a traumatic time. To be completely cut off from the normal way we do things, to be left in uncertainty, to have leaders and institutions we don't really trust all that much, that's trauma. So we're kind of traumatized right now. So using something like EFT, which is meridian tapping, helps relieve that to an enormous amount, maybe even completely. So I wanted to start by doing some rounds of tapping on the issue of safety, which is something everybody's feeling right now. Now, those of you who may be doing EFT with me for the very first time, if you don't know what the tapping points are, I have another video that you can find to actually find. But, you just follow along and you'll get the rhythm of it very quickly. We're going to tap on some specific parts of the body. I'm going to say something, you're going to repeat it. That's all you have to do. It's a very simple process. Now, the way I do it, though, has put people off before, right? I always do a couple of rounds, 2, maybe 3. It depends on time and where it goes. But the important thing is that first round, for those of you who are like the positive psychology crowd, may really feel reluctant to do it because I'm going to be speaking in exclusively negative terms. Now, there's a method to my madness. It's not really negative terms. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be voicing what the fear in you and that fear of being unsafe is actually saying. It's not harmful to give voice to what you are really feeling, especially if those feelings are so deeply suppressed that we're really barely aware that we're even feeling them. So the first round will sound like I'm just actually affirming all of the stuff that you want to be free of. But trust me, just follow through. I will transform it over the different, at each one of the different rounds that I do. Okay? So the issue is simply, I am not safe. Now I want you to say that out loud. I am not safe. Now, no, I'm safe. I want to visualize safety. We'll get there. Right now, obviously there's a part of you that feels they're not safe. Everybody in the world is feeling it right now. So let's not pretend, right? What I find in EFT, as I find in all spiritual practices and all therapeutic practices, honesty heals. Whereas dishonesty, suppression, even unconscious dishonesty, you're trying to be in denial on that sort of stuff, it interferes, it puts up a block. Let's just put it out there. I am afraid. I don't feel safe, right? And just for a minute, as we're starting into this, just start breathing a little bit, deepen your breath. Really feel it going all the way into your lungs. Slow it down a little bit and then start breathing out again as we begin to kind of transition more into a body-focused, an inner-focused process here. Right. And just let that thought that I just said, I'm afraid, I'm not safe. There's many things here. There's the fear for my well-being, my physical health, the health of my loved ones, and also the economic worries, the being maybe losing my job, or I just don't feel safe. Right? So let's just be with that sense of not feeling safe without judgment for a minute. Just being with it. As I'm talking about it right now, I want you to just gently tap on your collarbone point. We'll do full rounds in a second. So I'm just kind of bringing you into that meditative space that I find EFT is more effective in. That there's this sense of unrest, this sense of I'm not safe. Right? And just let yourself be with that without judgment, without resistance, without trying to reframe it, right? Just be present with that. Even if it's very subtle, and for many it might be very subtle. Right? For many it might be actually quite loud. But just give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling when you feel it. It's the most powerful thing you can do. All right, stop this tapping, take a nice breath. Now let's do a round of tapping on this. We're going to start on the karate chop point. Even though I'm not safe, and I know it, I'm really afraid, because I'm not safe, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself anyway. At least I'm open to loving and accepting myself anyway. So even though I'm not safe, it's a fact, I'm not. I could get sick. I could have financial problems. It's very unstable right now. I'm loving and accepting everything that I'm feeling in this moment. I'm allowing it to be here. So even though I'm afraid, I'm not safe. I know I'm not safe. There is danger out there. My whole life's been turned upside down. I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself just the way I am. All right, let's start tapping through the points. I'm not safe. It's true, I'm not. No, I'm really not safe. I should be afraid. There's no safety anywhere. My world's gone topsy-turvy. The whole world's going to hell in a handbasket. Our leadership's a bunch of lackeys, more interested in stock price than in people. I don't feel safe at all. I don't feel secure. I feel traumatized. It's like I got PTSD. I don't know where to turn. Everything I normally do is gone. I don't know what the future holds. I really don't feel safe. I really am not safe. That's my truth. I experience it all the time. Just really evident now. I can't deny it. I don't feel safe and I'm afraid. What's going to happen to me? I don't know. What does the future hold? I don't know. All I know is I'm not safe. And no matter where I look, I don't see any help. I don't see any safety. There isn't any safety to be had. All right, stop tapping. Take another nice deep breath. And just keep breathing for a minute. Let the energy kind of move through you. And now, when you say that same phrase, I'm not safe, notice how the nervous system reacts differently. You see, your nervous system is actually smart enough, without the mind interfering with it, it's actually smart enough to perceive when there's danger and when there's not, and the degree of danger that there is. It can very precisely measure the degree of danger and respond appropriately, as long as we keep our heads clear and our hearts open. So we're going to do another round now. So those of you who didn't like the idea so much of saying, I'm not safe, we're going to make a little transition now. I actually even call it the transition round. Let's do it again, starting on the karate chop point. Even though I'm not safe, and I know I'm not safe, I'm open to the possibility that I could be. I mean, I know I'm not, and I probably never will be, but maybe it's possible. And I'm open to that if it is. It's probably not, and this is just what I have to deal with. But what if it is? What if I could be free of everything unnecessary? I could be present with the real danger. And I'm willing to let go of the imaginary danger. Let's tap through the points. Yep, I'm in danger. I'm not safe. But I wonder how unsafe I actually am. I mean, everybody's telling me it's horrible, and it doesn't look good. But I'm really open to finding balance. I want to stay safe. Of course I do. But I also want to be free. I want to feel safe. I want to be wisely precautious and not paranoid. I'll bet there's a balance here somewhere. I know my mind can really blow things out of proportion. And the news media loves to blow things out of proportion. Can't really trust them. Can't trust everything everybody says on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat. That's all people's wild ideas. I really want to know what's real. Do what I need to do. And I wonder if it's possible, even in the midst of this, even taking precautions, that I could feel safe. That I could actually be safe. Well, if that's possible, I want it. If it's not possible, I totally accept it. I've been assuming it's not possible, but I'm allowing myself to check it out. Maybe my assumption was too extreme. Maybe it is possible to be as safe as possible and feel safe. Maybe even feel powerful, wise, compassionate. If that's possible, I want that. I totally accept that it might actually be possible. All right, stop. Take a nice deep breath. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. I always like to take a moment. Some practitioners of EFT jump right into the next round, or start asking questions and checking your SUDS levels and things like that. I just like to let this energy move through the system. You know that we've built up all sorts of habits and beliefs and assumptions over lifetimes, really. Let's give the energy some time to kind of move some rocks out of the way. Just breathe for a little bit. And really pay attention to how you're feeling, how you feel in comparison to before we started, the first time you said, "I'm not safe." And notice how the energy is flowing. You know, just recognizing that it's moving helps it move. To recognize what's actually happening actually liberates it. So we're not forcing it into the way we think it's supposed to be. Just notice the feelings and keep breathing. All right, very good. Now in this round, what I want to do is I call this anchoring, and I'm just going to invite the whole energy system to participate in a discovery. So, karate chop point. Even though I'm not safe, but I am open to the possibility of being safe. I'd really like to know for sure. So even though I've been assuming I haven't been safe, assuming totally unsafe, maybe there's a balance point somewhere. And I'm open to finding that balance point. So even though I hadn't believed in a balance point, and maybe there isn't one, but if there is, I'd like to really know. And I'm open to the possibility that I can actually know for certain. And whatever that certainty is, I love and accept myself anyway. Let's tap through the points. I'm not safe. You know, that doesn't feel quite as true as it used to. Yes, I know things are going on, but I'm open to finding the balance point, the proper level of precaution, and the inner freedom to actually feel safe. So I'm giving my nervous system permission to feel safe. Not foolhardy, monitoring the environment, taking the precautions I need to take, being wise, and feeling safe. Maybe even happy. I'm open to that possibility. So I'm directing my nervous system now to open itself up. Open itself to see things. See things it didn't see before. To let go of assumptions and see what's really here. To feel my own capacity. To feel my own resourcefulness. My ability to meet the challenge of the day. I know my nervous system can keep me safe. It shut down all sorts of things in my life. If I start doing something foolhardy, It has permission to shut me down again. But it doesn't have to shut down everything. And it can certainly allow me to feel safe while it's monitoring the environment for danger. I want to thank my energy system, this amazing system that has kept me safe 24/7 since the first moment of conception. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I know you can keep me safe now. Thank you. I love you. All right, take another deep breath. If you are yawning or laughing or feeling, you could feel shivers, chills, suddenly become really warm, any kind of energy motion in your body whatsoever, it's exactly what's supposed to happen. This is what happens when the energy starts moving. But you'll also probably just kind of feel a sense of being more calm. Because all the while I was saying I'm not safe, the tapping has been saying you are safe. It's actually this dissonance between the assumption I'm not safe and the tapping saying I am safe that creates the new environment in which the old habits get liberated and new energy begins to flow. Because assuming the lack of safety, and then all of a sudden, right in the middle of that, the message of safety starts getting in through touch. Creates a completely new inner environment. And what happens in a new inner environment? Freedom. So, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed that. There'll be more of these tapping things coming. I'm going to keep this stuff up for as long as we're all in quarantine, until we all are united once again out in the world, living our lives, enjoying each other, and feeling free. Till then, namaste.